a very, what I would call a very average year. I wouldn't say I definitely didn't meet my expectations or goals this year anyway. No, I didn't. But it hasn't been overly disappointing or anything, like, but yeah, look, there's a long way to go yet. We can put it right.
And in terms of your own game at the moment, in terms of your own performance in the darts, are you seeing a rise in terms of your own performance, in terms of your levels that you were at? Obviously, you've appeared in the past UK Open semi-finalist in 2022. You've appeared in the 2018, the PDC European Darts match play final against Michael van Gerwen. Do you see yourself coming into form in terms of ahead of this sort of World Series of Darts?
Like, to be honest with you, I had a bit of a shoulder issue there last week, and I hadn't been overly practicing because I'm trying to mind myself. So I'm trying to keep that all right. Going into this, no, I feel fine. I feel good. But it's hard to know. Like, it's hard to know where I am at the moment. On the upside of things, I suppose I have new darts, and they're going very, very well. And I'm very happy with them. So I just have to wait and see how they go. But no, I'm here. I'm enthusiastic enough about getting on and seeing how I go with them.
Yeah, and I suppose William, in terms of this competition, what do you like about in terms of the World Series of Darts? Do you like to find a bit of momentum, get probably more favourable draws early on, or do you like that sort of big marquee victory early on that sort of sets you up and gets you sort of rolling into a tournament, or do you like to build and build as the round goes on and then hopefully avoid some of the big names until the later rounds?
No, I don't care or mind who I get. I just want to be involved, and if I'm involved, I can stir it up. That's the way I see it. It doesn't bother me who I play or whatever. It's not about them. For me, it's about me. If I can turn up and play, I don't really mind who I play, or don't really care, to be honest. I know I got the beating of them all, so it's just down to me. Everything's down to me, and it's not down to anyone else. So I don't look into things like that.
Okay, and William, in terms of the competition, once it gets into the heat of those sort of stages, those sort of early rounds, in terms of training and practicing in between, do you do much in between sort of rounds in terms of victory, in terms of first, second rounds? You sort of amp it up, or do you have your own sort of regiment or routine that you do within tournaments?
Well, you can't really. Well, what I would say is you can't really go ramping things up. You have to. Whether it's your first game or your last game, you have to treat them all like it's a final. Because if you don't get through it, you're going home. You're not getting a second go at it. Like, it's gone. You're gone. So you have to prepare every single one like it's a final. And you prepare every single one the same. And you have to take it all very, very seriously. And if you don't, you're going to suffer.
And in terms of that world ranking at the moment, 37, would be the goal for you in the next year or two to maybe try and break into that top 20 to get around the 20th sort of spot? Obviously, it means better sort of draws, better qualifications for you.
Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a bit more consistent with my game and do a little bit better on the floor tournaments. That's my plan. These new darts now that I'm back with Winmo. And Winmore helped me out a lot. I've got these new darts now, and they're similar grip to my old darts, but there's a total different balance to them, and they're helping me. They are helping me out every way they can, and that's our goal, is to push me on as far as I can go now and see what I can do.
And I suppose, William, it's been an interesting year as well for you, sort of a change in terms of your partner, in terms of the doubles competition. Keane Barry has come in, replacing your long-term partner, Steve Lennon. Keane, a junior sort of world champion, only 21 years old. And how has that relationship been blossoming? Obviously, you're the elder sort of statesman. You're in your 30s, and he's only a spring chicken in his early sort of 20s. How you've soldiered for so many years with Steve. How has that been like now? Obviously, Keane has brought a new sort of freshness to the whole doubles equation.
Yeah, it's grand. Yeah, he's a good young fella, and we're going on grand. So didn't go according to plan, but what can you do? Takes time, and I know it was grand. Like, look, come here. I can't say a bad word anyway.
Yeah, and in terms of going with someone that has a pedigree as a sort of a junior world champion in terms of coming off and a big sort of performances as well as that. So you have a partner that has done it early on in his career at his own sort of levels before he's progressed professionally. Have you been able to give him any sort of advice in terms of the doubles game?
Just as you say yourself, he's got the experience. I mean, I don't need to tell him what to do. He's a big boy. He can just go up, and we just have to get on and just get our games going, support each other, and just that's just the way it is, isn't it? Like, it's I mean, it's a professional game now. Like, so, I mean, he's got there on his own, so he knows what to do. I mean, if he needs any advice or any help, I'm always there for him, and vice versa. We're all there for each other. All us boys, all the Irish boys, we always look out for each other. So. No, he's around a long time now as well. Like, he's only a kid, as you say, but he's around a long time. He knows the story, and he'll be there for a long time yet.
And William, what do you see the current landscape in the darting world at the moment? For a long time, it looked like Michael van Gerwen would reign supreme and no one would be able to haul him in. But we've seen Gerwyn Price, we've seen Michael Bully Smith come on the radar, win a good few tournaments. Peter Wright has been managed to be able to win the odd one. Do you feel it's very much gone back to an open sort of playing field now? There's 6 or 7 guys any day that can beat each other compared to what it was.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just down to the players. I mean, it's open. I mean, it's open as every tournament's open if people start playing good darts. I mean, anyone can win. Like, I mean, they're all world class players. Like, so I mean, anything can happen on any given day. And I always look at every tournament as it's open, and it's an opportunity. Every person that's in it, the opportunity is there, and we should be all grateful to have the opportunity. And I am anyway. Definitely, for one, I'm happy and I'm very grateful to get these opportunities from the PDC. And you can make life changing money there. Like, so, yeah, I look at things like every tournament's open and it's there for everyone to take. Just go out and take it.
And finally, William, before I let you go, I know you're a very sort of busy man. I see you're in the airport there today. In terms of family life, in terms of the professional aspect, do you like all this sort of traveling all over the world, which a PDC darts player has at the moment, to all these different countries in Europe, China, America? Is it a bit of far away from where you come from, or would you like the traditional playing in Ireland and England, if that's what it could take?
Well, I mean, if I want to make a job out of it, I'll do what I have to do. The money's there, and so I mean, if I got the opportunity to travel, I'm there. I'm the first man to be there. I'll be at the gate. I'll be waiting. I'll be there with the flags. If I have to be, I'll wave them. So, as I say, they're all opportunities, and if you want an opportunity, it's the place to be.
Okay,
I will travel.
You will travel. And one quick thing, I suppose, William, in terms of that sort of marquee victory and that sort of tournament win, is that the big goal towards the end of 2023, heading into 2024, to get that sort of marquee, that sort of tournament, that bit of silverware, to be able to hold it aloft?
I tell you, my whole plan is now these new darts and new setup that I have. I want to get this right. I might have a few changes to do in time. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm very happy with them at the moment. My whole thing at the moment is I want to get these darts going, and I want to get the best out of myself with them. So my plan towards the end of the year, going into next year, is to be playing like I know I can on a more consistent level. And if I can do that, everything else will happen. As you call it, the silver will just come. Everything else comes with it. If I can just play my darts, everything else will just come. And I just need to get into a place where I'm happy with my game and just do it.
On that note, William O'Connor, we wish you all the best representing Ireland in the World Series of Darts, and no doubt that victory is coming along the corridor in the near future, and obviously that top 20 ranking as well. But for the moment, William O'Connor, stay safe, take care, and God bless, sir.
Thank you very much.